a new trailer for Ant-Man and The Wasp Quantumania, Jacob Elordi Superman casting rumors, and fans call for the Snyderverse to go to Netflix. I'm Jay Stu of The Culture Nerd, and this is TCN Rundown. Marvel has released a new trailer for Ant-Man and The Wasp Quantumania. This trailer gives us a little bit more of the story and the motives for Scott Lang, of which is mostly told with a voiceover of Jonathan Majors' villainous Kang. We get a lot more action and a lot more Kang, who seems to be a bit more traditional version of the character rather than what we saw in the Disney Plus series Loki. By the way, Kang looks phenomenal. I have full confidence that Jonathan Majors is going to kill it. This trailer, I got a feeling similar to what I felt about Thor Ragnarok, where Thor Ragnarok didn't necessarily feel like Thor 3, it felt like Ragnarok 1. This trailer feels more like Quantumania 1, and that makes me very optimistic. Also, I've noticed a few complaints about the CGI, and maybe there's something wrong with my eyes, but I didn't really notice anything that was egregious. Compared to some of the things that we got in Phase 4, this CGI looks pretty promising. Though I think the trailer gets a little bit into spoiler territory with a brief glimpse of another Marvel villain. I really like the trailer overall. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania hits theaters February 17th. Matt Reeves confirms that he is indeed working on the sequel to The Batman. Not only was that confirmed, but it was also confirmed that the Penguin miniseries will tie directly into the sequel. Wednesday afternoon, Collider reported that Matt Reeves is still working on the script, despite recent shakeups at the newly formed DC Studios. During an interview with the site concerning the 15th anniversary of the release of Cloverfield, Reeves said, "We're deep in it and my partner and I are writing. Mattson and I are writing, and it's really exciting, and I'm really excited about what we're doing." The Batman was released March of 2022, and it was one of the most highly anticipated films of that year. Hardcore Bat fans, myself included, were thoroughly satisfied with the Fincher-esque detective tale that Reeves brought to the big screen, something fans had been craving since forever. Because of its massive success, WB pretty much gave Matt Reeves the green light to do whatever he wanted. That is still in place despite James Gunn's and Peter Safran's recent changes. One of the things they allowed him to do was develop a Penguin miniseries starring Colin Farrell that will be integral to the setup of the Batman 2. Reeves said, "We are very, very soon going to start shooting the Penguin with Colin. That is super exciting." Colin Farrell himself previously spoke with Collider saying, "I read the first episode, which is just so tasty and so unusual as the character was on the page and what Matt Reeves kind of envisioned when he was thinking about this iteration of the Bang Up of Oz. So yeah, it'll be, I think, 6 or 8 hours." The Penguin series is set to begin production this year. As far as the Batman sequel, no timetable has been established as of yet. James Gunn debunks Superman casting rumors. Variety reported that the DC Studios chief shot down rumors of Euphoria's Jacob Elordi becoming the Big Blue Boy Scout, stating that the search wouldn't even begin until the Superman film script is complete. Gunn said, "Casting, as is almost always the case with me, will happen after the script is finished or close to being finished." And it isn't. "We'll announce a few things in not too long, but the casting of Superman won't be one of them." James Gunn has been very vocal and very transparent since stepping into the head role of DC Studios. And that same transparency has caused quite the stir amongst DC fandom. It was expected that this month we would hear some significant news about the progress of DC's new movie universe, but we have yet to hear anything. The month isn't over though, so we'll see. A new Snyderverse movement has begun to buzz around social media. The hashtag #SellSnyderverse to Netflix begun trending on Twitter earlier this week. A very vocal minority aiming to keep hope alive for the Snyderverse suggested that WB sell Zack Snyder's version of the DC universe to Netflix, where the filmmaker is currently under contract. Now, the TCN podcast did a fantastic episode on this matter, but allow me to give my 2 cents. From a fan's perspective, this sounds awesome. The nerd in me very much wants this. However, from a business standpoint, this makes no sense. We as comic book fans should remain passionate about the things that we love, but we should also remain pragmatic and above anything else, respectful. Do I want this to happen? Yes. Do I think it's actually going to happen? No. But as many of us at TCN have been saying, let's just wait and see. Anime fans rejoice. Johnny Young Bosch will reprise his role as Vash the Stampede in Trigun Stampede. According to Polygon, Crunchyroll made the announcement on Twitter with Johnny Young Bosch himself. Bosch is mostly known for his role as Adam the Black Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but hardcore anime fans will recognize his voice from various anime series. But it was his role as Vash the Stampede in Trigun that was his breakout voiceover role. The last time we heard Bosch's voice was in 2010's Trigun Badlands Rumble. Now listen, I'll admit, I'm a very casual anime fan. I'm very, very picky when it comes to anime. But this right here, Trigun, yeah, I need that. I instantly became a fan when I was first introduced to it. The original version of Trigun Stampede debuted on Crunchyroll on January 7th, while the English dub with Johnny Young Bosch will premiere on January 21st. Well, that wraps it up for this week's rundown. Are you excited for Quantumania? What do you think should be done with the Snyderverse? And who would you cast as Superman in the new DC universe? Let me know down in the comments. I'm Jay Stu of The Culture Nerd, reminding you to stay nerdy, my friends.